Okay, so prompting can be challenging, but watch this. Improve my prompt, generate a picture of a cat wearing cool sunglasses. I'm not touching anything. There you go. So I got this detailed prompt by just providing a basic prompt. Let me give you another example. So this is Perplexity AI, a different tool. Improve this prompt. I want you to do some research on the internet to find reasons why memory is very expensive right now, and I want you to generate a PDF document for that report. Okay, I'm not touching anything again. And there you go. So this is really cool, but it gets better. This feature on my computer can also be used to automatically fix any grammar error or spelling error on my speech, and after that I can get the text that is basically cleaner. Let me give you some examples. She don't like pizza very much. And there you go, it just fixed the spelling, turning don't to does not or doesn't, which is the correct form. How about this one? They're going to arrive at 3 p.m. There you go. So this is a local AI model that you can have on your computer. So I was using a tool that is completely offline, local, free, and of course open source. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get this sort of automatic prompt enhancer and also a speech to text transcription on your computer completely offline. So the tool that you can use is called handy.computer. You can navigate to handy.computer. That's the URL. So this is an open source project. This tool is quite similar to Whisperflow, but again, this is completely free and you can use it completely without internet connection. Now you can navigate to download, and then you can download the version that is appropriate for your system. It is available for Mac, Windows, and Linux. And after that, you can install Handy and launch the program on your device. Now, there are a few things that you need to set up on Handy. So let me just open my Handy app, and I guess I have to remove the settings because I just want to show you how you can basically set up this program. There are quite a bit of settings that you need to change on the Handy app, but don't worry, I'm going to show you the guide, the process to actually set it up. So let me just reset everything. Okay, almost there. There you go. So this is my Handy app on my computer. So the first thing that you need to do on Handy is you have to download an AI model right here that can be used to transcribe the speech into text. So this is a model for doing that, but it is not going to automatically enhance your prompt. It is not designed for that. It is only for turning speech or voice into text. So right here, there are several models that you can choose. There is the model from OpenAI, which is Whisper, and there is also Parakit from NVIDIA, Moonshine, etc. So you can use the model that you think is appropriate for your system. In this case, I'm using Whisper Turbo, which I think is the perfect balance. It is not the biggest, but also it is not very small. And in my experience, it is also very accurate. So that's the model that I'm going to use for this video. But you can use any model, that's fine. Now, after that, you can navigate to the advanced menu, and you want to enable the experimental features right here. And you can scroll down. So down here, you want to enable post processing. And there's going to be a new menu called post process. So you can open it, and right here, we need to set up basically an AI model, a large language model that can run in the background of our computer, and it can automatically fix the transcription, and it will detect if the transcription is a request for prompting enhancement or if it is just a regular transcription that needs to be cleaned. So for that, we are going to use a local AI model. So you can click this and then select custom, and we need to use basically a backend app on our computer. So there are several options to choose from. You can use, for example, Olama. This is actually something that I have talked about on my previous video. You can check it out. You can also use something that is even simpler called Jan.ai. But for this video, I'll use LM Studio, which is very, very popular. So you can navigate to lmstudio.ai, and in case you didn't know what this tool is about, it's basically a very popular tool that can be used to run open source a large language model on your computer. And again, it is also very easy to use. So after that, you can open the app on your computer. Let me just launch mine. Okay, so this is not Jan.ai, sorry about that. This is LM Studio. Now, basically, you need to download an AI model that can be operated, and it's going to fix any grammar error or maybe spelling mistake on the transcription, or perhaps enhancing your prompt. And to do that, you can click this model search menu, and then you can download the model that could run on your computer. And I do recommend to not use the thinking model. Just try to avoid the model with this green brain icon, meaning that it supports reasoning, because usually it's going to be very low. Whereas if we want to get the transcription quickly, then just use the regular model without the thinking version. So there are plenty of models, but personally, I do recommend to use a model between 4 to 8 billion parameters. I think that's the sweet spot. You can also use the 2 billion parameter models, but it's sometimes can be a little bit less consistent, but you can definitely use it. So for this example, I'm going to be using the model from Google, which is Gemma, and I'm using the 4 billion parameter model. So Gemma 3 with 4 billion parameter. I actually have downloaded the model on my computer, so I don't have to do it again. But basically, you need to download the model on your computer. Now, after that, you can navigate to this menu called Developer. And then we need to start the server. You can click this. And there you go. So basically, the server has been started, and we can now pair LM Studio with the Handy app. Let me just go back to Handy again. And right here, for the base URL, we have to replace it to 1234. So this is the port of LM Studio 1234. And let me just go back to Handy app again. I have to replace this, the 11434. This is actually the port for Olama. So if you're using Olama, then this is the default setting in Handy, but of course we can replace it. 1234. So localhost and then 1234 / version 1 or v1. And after that, you can find the model that you just downloaded to LM Studio. And in this case, again, I'm going to be using the Gemma 3 with 4 billion parameters. And right here, there is going to be the option for improve transcription. So this is the instructions that you can use to fix any grammar or spelling error on your transcription, but it is not for improving or enhancing a prompt. Instead, for that, you can use a new prompt that I'm going to show you in a second. So this is the prompt that I use. It looks like this, and this should be available in the description down below. You can copy it. I'm going to copy this full prompt. Let me just go back to Handy, and I'm going to create a new prompt. So let's call this one improve transcription and prompt enhancer. There you go. And we can paste the prompt right here. Click create prompt. And basically, this is ready to be used. So let me try that maybe on Gemini. Okay. Generate a picture of a cat. Okay, it's going to take a bit longer for the first time. Now, you see that I said that I want to generate a picture of a cat, but this is just the exact transcription. And that's because on the prompt, if you look closely, it mentioned that it should only trigger the prompt enhancer tool or feature will only trigger if you start the transcription with the keywords like improve this prompt or improve the prompt or improve my prompt. So these are some examples that I use on my prompt, but of course you can modify it as you like. So if I don't start the transcription with that, then the prompt enhancer feature in this prompt is not going to work. So let me try it again. Improve my prompt, generate a picture of a cat playing with a dog. Okay, I'm not touching anything. There you go. So that's basically how you can get this really cool prompt enhancer plus a transcription cleaner using a local AI tool, using a tool called Handy and also LM Studio. This is just really cool. And by the way, just make sure that LM Studio and Handy app are running automatically during startup and in the background, so you can always use this tool every time you are using your computer. So that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Have a great day.